There is a danger that doesn't announce itself. It doesn't scream. It doesn't break down your door. It doesn't ruin your life overnight. It whispers. And because it whispers, you trust it. It tells you to rest when you should act. It tells you to wait when you should begin. It tells you tomorrow will be better suited for courage. And slowly, almost invisibly, it reshapes your future, not through chaos, but through comfort. Most people believe their biggest threat is failure. It's not. Failure is loud. Failure teaches. Failure forces growth. Comfort does something far more dangerous. It makes you feel safe while quietly stealing your potential. Imagine a man standing on a rooftop at sunrise. The city is still asleep. The horizon glows faintly. He knows he should move. He knows there is something greater waiting beyond what he understands. But instead of stepping forward, he sits down, just for a moment, just until the sun rises a little higher. That moment becomes a habit. That habit becomes a lifestyle. And that lifestyle becomes a life he never intended to live. You see, comfort is rarely obvious. It doesn't look like laziness. It doesn't look like self-sabotage. It often looks intelligent. You're researching. You're learning. You're preparing. You're waiting for the right time. But deep down, there is a subtle tension in your chest. You know you could be doing more. You know you're capable of more. But the chair is soft. The screen is bright. The room is warm. And the world outside your comfort zone feels uncertain. So you stay. And staying becomes your silent habit. The most dangerous part? The world rewards comfort in small doses. You get validation for consuming information. You feel productive after watching a motivational video. You feel inspired after reading a book. You feel intelligent after saving ideas. But inspiration without execution is emotional entertainment. It feels like movement, but it is stillness. And stillness, when prolonged, turns into stagnation. Let me tell you a story. There was a student who came to me once. Brilliant mind, sharp eyes, disciplined posture. He consumed knowledge relentlessly. Books, podcasts, courses, notes filled entire shelves. He could explain strategy better than most professionals. But he never started. Every time he was close, he found another reason to prepare more. Another video, another framework, another plan. He wasn't lazy, he was comfortable. Comfort disguised itself as preparation. Years passed. His knowledge increased. His confidence did not. Because confidence is not built by consuming, it is built by confronting uncertainty. The truth most people avoid is this: you don't lack information, you lack discomfort. And that discomfort is the gateway. Comfort addiction is subtle because it rarely feels harmful in the moment. You wake up and scroll a little. You delay a hard task just a bit. You avoid a difficult conversation for another day. You choose entertainment over effort. You choose certainty over risk. None of these feel destructive individually, but compounded over months, over years, they redesign your future. Here is something uncomfortable to accept. The version of you 5 years from now is being built by what you tolerate today. And comfort expands when tolerated. It becomes your identity. You begin to call yourself careful. You call yourself realistic. You call yourself patient. But sometimes those words are just polite disguises for fear. Fear of failing. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of stepping into a version of yourself that demands more. And so you remain in rooms that no longer challenge you. You stay in routines that no longer grow you. You surround yourself with content instead of creation. And slowly, your edge dulls. Now pause with me. Imagine two paths. One is smooth, warm, predictable. The air is comfortable. The road is flat. There is nothing threatening about it. The other path is uneven. The air is colder. There are unknown turns. You cannot see the full route. Most people assume the smooth path leads to peace, but the smooth path often leads to regret. Because growth requires resistance. A muscle that is never strained never strengthens. A mind that is never challenged never sharpens. A life that is never risked never expands. Comfort convinces you that you are protecting yourself, but in reality, you are shrinking. Midway through this video, I want you to ask yourself something honestly. If nothing in your life changed for the next 5 years, would you be proud of where you end up? Not hopeful, not optimistic, proud. If the answer is no, then comfort is already in control. And here is the deeper layer. Comfort addiction today often wears a modern mask. Overconsumption. We live in an age where you can watch success, you can study discipline, you can observe wealth, you can analyze fitness, you can listen to wisdom, all without ever practicing it. This creates a dangerous illusion. You feel close to greatness, but proximity is not participation. Watching someone train does not build your strength. Listening to financial advice does not grow your income. Studying confidence does not make you bold. There is a quiet difference between knowing and becoming. Comfort keeps you knowing. Discomfort forces you into becoming. I once spent months refining an idea I was afraid to release, adjusting details, improving structure, waiting for perfection. And one day I realized something humiliating. I was not refining, I was hiding. Perfectionism is often comfort wearing expensive clothes. It feels noble, but it delays exposure. And exposure is where growth lives. When you finally step into discomfort, something unexpected happens. You don't break, you adapt. The first hard conversation doesn't destroy you. The first attempt doesn't define you. The first failure doesn't end you, it strengthens you. And suddenly the things that once felt terrifying become normal. Comfort had exaggerated the danger. This is why your future is not destroyed by dramatic mistakes. It is quietly reshaped by repeated avoidance. Small avoidance, daily avoidance, comfortable avoidance. And here is the irony. The more you avoid discomfort now, the more uncomfortable your future becomes. Financial stress, health decline, unfulfilled potential, regret. Short-term comfort creates long-term pain. Short-term discomfort creates long-term freedom. The mentor you see walking calmly through empty streets, through dim alleys at twilight, through rooftops at sunrise, he is not calm because life is easy. He is calm because he made peace with discomfort. He chose difficult paths early. He chose to act before he felt ready. He chose to speak when silence was easier. He chose to build when consumption was simpler. And over time, discomfort became familiar, not pleasant, but empowering. So how do you escape the comfort trap? You do not declare war on comfort entirely. Rest is necessary. Recovery is wisdom. But comfort must be earned, not defaulted to. Start small. Choose one uncomfortable action daily. 1. Make the call. Start the project. Wake earlier. Train harder. Post the idea. Say no. Say yes. Take the risk. Do it before you feel ready, because readiness is a myth comfort uses to stall you. Then reduce consumption. For every hour you consume, create for one. For every idea you save, execute one. For every insight you hear, apply one. Shift from spectator to participant. You will feel resistance. That resistance is proof you are moving. And slowly, something shifts inside you. You begin to trust yourself, not because you know everything, but because you act despite uncertainty. That trust becomes confidence. That confidence becomes momentum, and momentum becomes transformation. Years from now, you will either look back and see a life built deliberately or one drifted into quietly. The difference will not be intelligence. It will not be luck. It will be your relationship with comfort. So the next time you feel the pull of ease, the next time you tell yourself, later, the next time you choose consumption over creation, pause and ask, Is this protecting me or shrinking me? Your future is not waiting for you to feel comfortable. It is waiting for you to be courageous. And courage is rarely loud. It is often a quiet decision made in an ordinary moment. A decision to move, to begin, to act, while others sit. The comfort trap is quiet, but so is discipline. Choose your silence carefully, because one builds regret, the other builds you. I'll leave you with this. 5 years from now, the world will not remember how comfortable you were, but you will remember whether you tried. So step forward. Even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, even if the path is unclear, walk anyway. And let discomfort become your teacher, not your enemy. Your future is watching. Don't let comfort decide it for you. If this message resonated with you, subscribe and commit to daily actions. See you on the other side of freedom.